Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here. This is episode 144 of the American Reveille Podcast. And guys, it's as simple as this. The Democrats don't like Jews and don't like Israel. Is that not strong enough? Let me say it in a different way. A lot of Democrats nowadays seem to hate the Jews. Folks, I'm Jewish. It's okay. I can say it. Good to go. Listen. The left has a big problem with Israel, and I now have an even bigger problem with the left. Next on the American Reveille Podcast. Okay, I'm done. Listen. If I were a rich man, okay, I don't know how much of my Jewism I have to prove to you. I don't talk as fast as Ben Shapiro, but I can assure you I am Jewish. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, the Democrats really don't like Jews. What the hell? What happened? Oh yeah, I forgot. They never did. They've just been pretending for votes for 50 freaking years plus. Guys, this is episode 144 of the American Reveille Podcast. How you all doing? How you all hanging? James Lane here, rocking and rolling, back from Chicago. Finally got the gear set up. Like I said before, left my studio lighting 2,000 miles away. Had no choice. All kinds of craziness happened. All right. Like I said a couple episodes ago, it was like Gotham friggin' City. You know, I ended up like in an alley, which had all those little bricks. Like, you remember Ninja Turtles, The Secret of the Ooze, the live action Ninja Turtles movie, where they had like the brick in the sewer. It was that like that little old nasty looking brick. I literally ended up in an alley in a rental car, and I'm like backing up 20 feet because there's scaffolding everywhere, and I almost literally wrecked my rental car and fell off the side of the thing. So many stories. Best lox and cream cheese I had in a long time. Best lox and schmear. Had a good New York style pizza. It's Chicago, all right? It's as close as I can get to New York style pizza when I'm living near Seattle, okay? Pizza up here near Seattle is shit. It's shit. I'm sorry, Washingtonians. Your pizza sucks. It sucks so much. It really does. So Chicago was as close as I could get. It had that nice flop. It was so good. But other than that, Chicago sucked a big, hairy butthole. It was terrible. All right. I'm sorry. Pretty view, pretty city. Crap is weird and tense in Chicago. Lori Lightfoot, Chicago is a terrible, terrifying, and scary place right now. So we did not spend a lot of time going around. All right. We did business. We settled some legal matters. We had to change a couple flights. Got luggage missing, stuck in airports, no Uber here, no rental car backed up, all kinds of crap. Just ridiculous week. I'm not going to get too much into it. Again, if you really want to hear about it, request it in the comments section. If enough people request, I will do a live stream about it. We're going to start getting into this. I got one of these little stream decks. So as I build upon that, I'm going to start using it more to try to switch camera angles, do different things since I don't have a producer. And since we're doing this out of an office studio and not a studio yet. Speaking of which, if you would like to donate to the American Reveille cause, being that we got trampled in the recent weeks, please do me a quick favor. Head over to AmericanReveille.com or just look in the description section below. Go into the donate tab. All right. Anything helps. Anything at all. We're hurting for cashola. We're at the bottom, ground floor level, building this blue collar media company, trying to wake up patriots across the country and across the globe. We need your help. No big name sponsors here. No big name donors here. We are working with the little people because we are the little people, ladies and gentlemen. So do us a favor, description section below, please donate to the American Reveille so we can keep spreading the word and building this company up from scratch. If you're into crypto, we take all kinds of crypto. Just email me, JamesLane at AmericanReveille.com, Reveille.com. any type of crypto, you tell me, I'll give you an address to send that crypto straight over to the American Reveille LLC. It's that simple. James Lane at AmericanReveille.com. Folks, wherever you're watching this, please follow along, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like whatever it is that we're doing, and comment and share. We need your help to spread the word. That's how we get around. And of course, as always, if you're looking for me on any social media or video platform, that is American_Reveille. American_Reveille. That's Reveille. The website's www.americanreveille.com. And of course, we are, as always, sponsored by, at least every other episode, Ancient Life Oil. Ancient Life Oil is this amazing CBD oil. I use it twice a day. I truly do use it twice a day because it takes the stress and anxiety off. And with the last couple weeks and how they've been, trust me, I've been needing the Ancient Life Oil. Is an understatement. I don't even want to get too much into it. We weren't very close, my father and I, but while I was in Chicago taking care of certain business, my father passed away. And that's been weighing on me as well. I've been thinking about a lot of stuff, and maybe I don't feel as much from a son's perspective, but as a father, as a dad of multiple children, I understand how hard it must be and how painful it could be, because it was one of the first times in my entire life I ever heard my grandmother cry. And that was pretty difficult. So, I just wanted to bring that up. I felt that it was fair. I told my audience more details about the crazy week I was involved in and why there was a couple days with not many podcasts out. So I hope you'll excuse me. I had a lot of thinking to do, and I'm doubling down my efforts with this, especially with the financial stuff that's going on, where we need to start bringing in more of a profit with what we're doing here. So like I said, if you have anything you'd like to give, please donate. All right. Please go down below in the description section. We need to make this dream come true for a lot of people, and I want to create jobs for people. So please help me. Other than that, I really appreciate all of you. You guys have been amazing for the last year plus, and I'm just going to keep rolling. We're going to keep fighting through the censorship. We're going to keep kicking butt, and we're going to keep kicking the left in the ass, especially since they seem to hate Jews and hate Israel. And folks, that's what we're talking about. All right. We're talking about Democrats blaming Israel, not Hamas, Israel. All right. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's so stressful. To even imagine. And like I said, that's why I take Ancient Life Oil. It's amazing. Go to getthetea.com, not getthetea.com, Ancient Life Oil. It's the same guy, okay? Don't give me crap. Go to ancientlifeoil.com, ANCIENT, lifeoil.com. Get yourself some of that amazing CBD oil. It is THC free. It is non-hallucinogenic. It won't affect you at work, won't affect you driving, but it'll take the edge off. It'll help you with body pain. It'll help you with all types of stuff. Just Google the benefits of CBD oil. If you haven't jumped on board, you don't know what you're talking about, all right? My back hurts all the time, all right? It's one of the few things that help take the edge off. It's not a painkiller. It's not some amazing miracle cure, but man, oh man, what just a miracle secret. It really does help take the edge off on a daily basis. All right, guys. So that's ancientlifeoil.com. Promo code James gets you free shipping and handling. And of course, stick around for a couple minutes after this episode. I'll put a little ad together and you'll see just how good Ancient Life Oil is for yourself. Shock poll, ladies and gentlemen, episode 144 shock poll. Democrats blame Israel, not Hamas, terrorists for violence in the Middle East. This is by Jim Hoft. All right. The Conventions of States Action, in partnership with the Trafalgar Group, released a shocking poll on Wednesday. According to their latest national survey, Democrats now blame Israel, not Hamas, for the violence in the region. The Marxists and the Jew haters have taken control of the Democrat Party. And isn't that so true? Isn't that so true, ladies and gentlemen? Convention of States Action in partnership with the Trafalgar Group, one of America's most accurate pollsters in 2016, 2018, and 2020, is releasing the results of a new national survey conducted from May 15th through May 17th. The poll of 1,101 likely general election voters has a margin of error of 2.95%. Quote, bipartisan support for Israel has been a hallmark of American politics for decades. Mainstream America continues to strongly support Israel, but these numbers reveal a shocking new trend among Democrats. Increasing majorities actually blame the Jewish state for violence, rather than Hamas and Iran, who are openly anti-Semitic, genocidal, and celebrate the killing of civilians, said Mark Meckler, president of the Convention of States Action. Senator Schumer and Speaker Pelosi have lost control of their party as extremists like Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Representative Ilhan Omar, and Senator Bernie Sanders and their supporters are now leading a far-left foreign policy agenda in which state-sponsored terrorism, anti-Semitism, and genocide are in the representative democracy and human rights are out. Guys, it's a very hard statement to absorb, but the left has given up and betrayed Israel. All right, a lot of them. There's many people in the party that don't realize this because all they watch is CNN. But the true core and the true leadership of the Democrat Party is against Israel. Even with what Biden said, even standing with Israel, he's against Israel. And we'll get into that. All right? Biden is insisting that his party still supports Israel while he's pushing back against AOC and the Squad and all these people. And he's only doing that to try to salvage what votes he can in 2022 and beyond, which is a waste because he's out of his mind and they've already lost it. They've already absolutely lost it, guys. There's no way. I can't imagine, unless they just rig the election, pass HR 1, HR 5, all the different things. HR 5 is more of the scary one with your kids, but HR 1's the voting one. When they pass HR 1, if they pass it, which I highly doubt, that would rig the elections permanently and make this a lot easier for Biden and for the Democrats and everybody else. But I don't believe they'll pass it, and I don't believe that they'll be able to garner more voters or save more voters. No, I think the Biden administration is already far beyond what people would accept, all right? This is Biden insists my party still supports Israel, ladies and gentlemen, by Morgan Phillips off Fox News. Progressives furiously condemn the Jewish state as it attacked Hamas positions in Gaza. We know about the ceasefire, guys. This is detailing a different part of this. All right, we know there's a ceasefire. I'm putting that in right now. We know that they're talking about different things, but this is talking about the hypocrisy. This is talking about the disgusting infighting, the disgusting divide, the disgustingness of the leftist radicals. That includes Joe Biden, that includes AOC, Ilhan Omar, that includes Chucky Schumer, that includes Nancy Pelosi, that includes Kamala Harris, all of them. They're all POSs. President Biden, we're reading, President Biden said that there had been no shift in his commitment to Israel and that the Democratic Party still supports the Jewish state, despite heated and sometimes vitriolic criticism of Israel over the past 10 days by progressives. Biden was asked in a news conference Friday with South Korean President Moon Jae-in what his message to Democrats who want you to be more confrontational with Israel. Quote, my party still supports Israel, Biden said, until the region says unequivocally they acknowledge the right of Israel to exist as an independent Jewish state. There will be no peace. All right. That is a talking point for Biden. All right. They want to show that divide. They're trying to hold on to undecided and independent voters. They're trying to hold on to the people on the left that want to jump to the right and the people on the right that want to jump to the left. They're doing whatever they can to steal and buy votes because they're lying. They're lying. He again called for a two-state solution in the reason. There's no shift in my commitment to the Secretary of Israel, period. No shift, not at all, but I'll tell you what there is a shift in. The shift in is that we need a two-state solution. It's the only answer. So Biden is saying Palestine deserves a state now. Do you think Palestine deserves a state? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Press Secretary Jen Psaki has offered a similar sentiment hours earlier. She said the White House has no plans to alter security assistance to Israel as progressives came down hard against the $735 million arms sale to the Jewish state and the billions allotted in foreign aid each year, which is frustrating because all the money that Joe Biden unleashed back upon Hamas, opening the floodgates, all right? He gave the Palestinians a bunch of money. They gave it to Hamas. They gave it to Iran. They bought rockets, and then they fired them into Israel, which started a war where Israel invaded, and then they had to come to a ceasefire just now. That's how this works. That's how it happened. It's what it is. That's where we're at. Biden recently approved the arms sale to Israel. He's repeatedly stressed Israel's right to defend itself and reiterated that Hamas is a terrorist organization, but he's also pressured Israel to accept a ceasefire. Israel and Hamas signed a ceasefire Thursday night after 11 days of fighting, where a dozen Israelis and over 230 Palestinians lost their lives. Senator Bernie Sanders, independent of Vermont, introduced a resolution on Thursday to force a vote whether to block the weapons sale to Israel. Progressive Squad members Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, not Cortex by any stretch of the means, Rashida Tlaib, they introduced similar legislation. Quote, we must take a hard look at nearly $4 billion a year in military aid to Israel, Sanders wrote in a tweet. They don't know what they're talking about. They're ridiculous. This is the stuff that we do. We support Israel. We support Israel's right to defend itself. Unfortunately, people don't believe in Israel in the region, and those people come and try to attack them. That is what happened. We're giving money to the enemy, and we're taking money from Israel. It makes no sense. And these folks, they're going to try to compare apples and oranges and say, well, it's not fair that so many people die in Palestine and not enough people die in one place. They want equity in everything, and that is just not how the world works. It's not how the world works. They have no excuse. They should shut their mouth, but they don't. They talk and make up their talking points based upon non-science, non-facts, and nonsense. Ladies and gentlemen, nonsense. Last Friday, 140 nonsensical, I added that, progressive groups, including Justice Democrats, Sunrise Movement, Move On, and the Working Families Party, that sounds very Nazi-esque, released a joint statement condemning Israel's bombing of Gaza. Also, you ready? Black Lives Matter declared solidarity with Palestine this week. Black Lives Matter stands in solidarity with Palestinians. The Palestinians, I don't even think are aware of BLM, but that's okay. We are a movement committed to ending settler colonialism in all forms and will continue to advocate for Palestinian liberation. Always have and always will be. Quote, free Palestine. Guys, I don't know if the alarm bells are ringing yet, right? The BLM groups are supporting Palestine. All of these other groups are supporting Palestine. All of them are hating Israel. There are attacks all over New York and in other states where they're literally beating Jews in the street all over the world because of these people. All right. The Democrat, are you ready? Is this not enough of a clue for you? The Democrat Socialists of America issued a statement in support for Palestine last week, condemning the ongoing ethnic cleansing it suggests Israel's engaged in, but no mention, of course, of the Uyghur Muslims, ladies and gentlemen. Two sides, ladies and gentlemen, rules for me, but not for thee, or rules for thee, excuse me, but not for me. Folks, it's ridiculous. So when you put two and two together, when you look at it, it's really obvious. BLM, socialists, working party, right? All of these different hate groups, they're coming together to support Palestine. What does that tell you? All right. We are living in Sodom and Gomorrah, ladies and gentlemen, living in Sodom and Gomorrah. And while the Middle East starts to burn down, the White House repeats its message. And what is that message? The White House says Donald Trump did nothing constructive for Middle East peace. even as the violence surges under Joe Biden. I'm not even going to give you a big intro. We're just going to start reading this. This is by Charlie Spearing. It doesn't even need a big intro. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki argued Tuesday that the former President Donald Trump didn't help bring peace to the Middle East, even after historic violence erupted between Israel and Palestine under President Joe Biden's administration. Aside from putting forward a peace proposal that was dead on arrival, we don't think they did anything constructive, really, to bring an end to the long-term conflict in the Middle East, Psaki told reporters aboard Air Force One on Tuesday during a trip to Michigan. Just don't mind the 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 Nobel Peace Prize nominations that Trump got. Obama won one of those, so they're really worthless now. Psaki reacted to a reporter's mention of the Trump administration's Abraham Accords that work to normalize relations between Arab nations and Israel. The diplomatic efforts of the Trump administration in the region with Israel and Middle Eastern countries were celebrated as a success. This is coming from Pompeo. He says that President Trump directly confronting radical Islamic terror made the U.S. and the world a much safer place, paving the path for historic peace deals like the Abraham Accords. This violence in the region under Biden's leadership is at the highest level since at least 2014, before Trump was even president. All right? This is not caused by Trump. This is caused by the radical policies of Joe Biden. Last week, Trump issued a statement attributing the surge of violence in the region as a sign of Biden's weakness and failure to support Israel. Quote, when I was in office, we were known as the peace presidency because Israel's adversaries knew that the United States stood strongly with Israel and there would be swift retribution if Israel was attacked. Ladies and gentlemen, Jews are being attacked in the streets of New York. There is no justice. There is no swift retribution. Just pain and anti-Semitism, ladies and gentlemen. But that doesn't count. Doesn't count. A lot of Jews are white. So screw their hardship, right? Hey, I don't know if you know this, but if you read the Bible just for a little while, you'll find out that my ancestors were slaves too. I wonder what that gets me. Oh, wait, I might be too privileged to be able to say that. Oopsie daisy. Psaki pointed an effort to demonstrate that the Biden administration is taking a much different approach on the issue. Quote, I would say that we are not following the same tactics of the previous administration, she said. The Biden administration, she said, restored foreign aid from the United States to Palestinians that Trump cut during his presidency in 2018. Which they then bought 1,000 rockets from Iran with and launched them into Israel. Guess that doesn't matter. Psaki repeated that President Biden and his team were working behind the scenes to end the violence, repeating that they were focused on quiet, intensive, behind-the-scenes discussions with the Israelis and Palestinians, arguing that only two-state solutions would work. Good luck. Good luck with that, guys. I'll see you in 1,000 years. Iran throws around its weight now that China Joe is in the White House. What's that? That's an article from Breitbart. Let's keep going. He's been doing this long enough. This is talking about Joe Biden. This is Psaki talking about Joe Biden, the barely cognitive puppet. He's been doing this long enough to know that the best way to end an international conflict is typically not to debate it in public. No, the best way for Joe Biden's political career to survive is for him to not speak as much as possible so he's not caught lying or plagiarizing anything. That is what they're saying. Psaki's rhetoric criticizing the Trump administration is a difference in tone of the Biden State Department, signaling support for Trump's achievements with the Abraham Accord. So we have some infighting here. Quote, we very much support the Abraham Accords. We think that Israel normalizing relations with its neighbor and other countries in the region is a very positive development. That's from Secretary of State Tony Blinken. So what is it? Do we believe Psaki? Do we believe Biden? Do we believe the internet, like what the Twitter feed says? Do we believe what this says right here, what Tony Blinken says in the State Department? Or do we just take this as a sign that Joe Biden's puppeteers aren't as well-oiled, organized, and cohesive as we thought? Ladies and gentlemen, they're going to break themselves on their opinions of Israel. Most good people in this country are supporters of Israel. Good effing luck with that. Folks, That's how I'm going to end this. Good effing luck with that, all right? Because if you go against Israel in the United States of America, you eventually lose. That's episode 144 of all of them. Is it 144? Yeah, it's 144. It's 144. That's a lot of episodes. It's a lot of my time and my energy. I really appreciate you allowing me to do this. And because I've given up so much time and energy, I'm asking you to give me 2 seconds of your energy. Just share this, all right? Like this. Hit the subscribe button. Do me that favor. If you're on Apple Podcasts, give me a 5-star rating. Write in a small review. It helps us big time. Share. Get in on this groundbreaking grassroots blue-collar company. If you'd love to help out, we could use the help. I don't usually ask this much, but we really need donations. Please donate. Go down to the description section below or head to AmericanReveille.com, REVEILLE.com. You'll find a support us tab or a donate button there. You can always donate through PayPal. And if you want to donate cryptocurrency, any cryptocurrency at all to us, please email me directly at jameslane@AmericanReveille.com, REVEILLE as always, and I will give you the link you need, the number, the code, or whatever to deposit cryptocurrency for the American Reveille. Folks, thank you so much for watching. I'm at American_Reveille on all social media, on all video hosting platforms, American_Reveille, REVEILLE. And please do me a favor. Stick around for a quick ad from our sponsor. We really could use the help. If you don't want to donate, but you're looking for some good stuff, please check out the sponsor. I wouldn't put them on the show if I didn't use their products myself. Folks, thank you so much again. This is episode 144 of the American Reveille Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Let me get your attention for a second. I want to tell you about something. I want to share something with you that's very near and dear to me. All right, guys? I have joint pain. I'm sure it's no secret by now, all right? I have joint pain, I have hip pain, I have elbow pain, I have inflammation, all right? I get stressed out. I'm going through so much political news doing this podcast, so much. You can imagine how stressful that is, all right? How much anxiety that can cause, how many sleepless nights I have. But folks, I've been taking CBD oil for a while now, all right, for a while now, and it's fantastic. And a while ago, just a little while ago, I came across Ancient Life Oil, all right, and I got it from ancientlifeoil.com, and this stuff is fantastic, all right. It's the best source, the best and most trusted source for CBD oil in the United States. It's 100% pure, it's 100% THC free, no psychoactive effects, no high, nothing like that, just pure CBD, pure relief from all of those issues, relief from sleeplessness, relief from anxiety, relief from stress, from inflammation, right? Relief from joint pain, relief from all of these things that could really hinder your daily life, your daily activities, really put you in a bad place. This stuff lifts your mood up. It's fantastic. All right, it's legal in all 50 states. People are really experiencing wonderful change in their life, basically doing something that people have been doing for thousands of years, guys. If you head to ancientlifeoil.com, the same place I went, all right, the same place I went to get the stuff, you can go on there, use promo code James, JAMES, at ancientlifeoil.com, ANCIENT, Life Oil, ANCIENT, lifeoil.com, promo code James, JAMES, promo code James. Free shipping and delivery, folks. Free shipping and delivery. Guys, this is a great product. You are missing out if you need to do CBD and you're just not doing it for some reason, guys. I don't know what's stopping you anymore. It's 2021. Folks, if you want relief from these issues, you want to do it in a natural way without taking medications, you want to do it in a way that's helpful, I have found CBD oil to be very beneficial, and I believe it will be very beneficial for you as well. So one more time, ancientlifeoil.com, ANCIENT, lifeoil.com, promo code James, free shipping and delivery, folks. Give it a shot. I really know it'll make you a believer just like I am. All right, folks, let's get back to the show.